What's up guys, my name is Carson, I work for Brantley Gilbert and I'm the drum tech for Ben Sims. In this video I'm going to give you guys a rundown on every single thing that we use from top to bottom. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the side snare right here. This one's by 14 5.5 inches. And we use this one's like more of a high pitch. We use it in certain verses of the songs. Over here we got our floor tom. This one's just floating over here. You can see the legs are missing. This is a 13-inch. Right over here we have our 14 by 6.5 snare. This one's awesome. This is our main snare. We also have a backup over here in case something goes wrong with this one. And then right up here we've got our 10-inch rack tom, our 12-inch rack tom, and then we got a 14-inch floor tom and a 16-inch floor tom. And this whole kit is a custom USA Gretsch kit. All right, for the drum heads that we use the Evans hydraulic black heads. We use them on all the toms, except the snares. We still use Evans for this as well. This is the Evans hybrid. We've got that on the side snare, our main snare, and our backup snare. So for our sticks that we use, I've got a holder here on my right tom, then one here on the other floor tom, and one over here. So the company that we use is Innovative Percussion. This company is super great. These sticks last a long time. They're awesome. And anytime we ever need to get a restock of this shipment, they're always so quick about it and get them to us as quickly as possible. So for our cymbals that we use, we've got a 20-inch Sabian China over here. And then here with this little stack, it's a 14-inch China with a 12-inch AAX Sabian splash on top. Then we've got our 20-inch Paragon cymbals over here. Ben usually rides on this one for the show. We've got our 22-inch Sabian Ride right here. And both of these guys is the Paragon 18-inch crashes. And we've got our big Mega Bell right here. This thing's a beast. Then we've got our 20-inch Paragon crash over here as well. And then we've got the Sabian 14-inch hi-hats. And then we've got a 10-inch little stack right here, Sabian stack underneath, and then an 8-inch splash on top. So for the hardware we use all DW on everything. If you look around, we have the DW rack system. This thing's awesome because this riser comes in half, and then when we're done at the night, we just take the rack and then fold it in next to the bass drums. So this is our Roland V drum brain. This works with a lot of our triggers. As you can see, we have one on each of our kit around here. This is just used for like gates and just open mics and stuff like that. You have to tune a drum just still as normal, but these triggers definitely help out with other things. And here we have our Roland Octopad. That's used for like, we got bass drops. You can really put any sound on it, claps, snaps, anything like that. So I'm going to start with the pedals over here on my left. We got the DW9000. It's a kick pad, and it kind of does cool bass drops and stuff like that. Then we got the DW9000 hi-hat. This thing's awesome. And then we got the DW9000 double kick right here. We used to use this double kick on both bass drums, but it was just hard to keep both in tune at some points, so we just ended up attaching this hi-hat stand to the left bass drum. Right over here we have our Porter and Davies thumper. This attaches right here to the throne. This thing's awesome. It's pretty heavy, so you know it's sturdy. It's actually got a speaker built inside. This thing is worth every penny. This is awesome. Probably one of my favorite things on the kit. Then we've got our 15-inch L acoustic sub. This just gives more of a punch and he can feel more on stage and everything. And it kind of serves as a great table. You can put a drum key on top of it, put your water, towels, anything like that. So right over here we have a fan. We don't really use it a whole lot unless it's a really hot day like today, so that's why I kind of have it hooked up. And then we've got a talk back right here, so if anything goes wrong and he needs to communicate with the band or, you know, me and Bubbles, just if something goes wrong, you just put your foot on here, and then any one of us can hear it that have in-ears in.
I was just kidding, don't give me no attention.
And then right over here we have a boss foot switch. This just triggers the next song and starts the cue and has the tempo going. And
bottoms up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, where my drink is at?
So for our drum mics that we use, we've got two of our 4-tom mics right here. And then we've got two smaller ones up here on the rack toms. This is what our front of house guy likes to use just because he's got different preferences and stuff like that just to get different sounds from things. But I love these specifically because you can kind of move and shape them any way you want, and they're kind of out of the way if you're doing a drum fill or something. That way your stick's not always hitting the mic. So here's the front of the kit. This was the rack system I was explaining earlier. Here's a better view of it. Like I said, this thing's awesome. And I don't know if I forgot to mention it before, but here's both bass drums, and these are 22-inch. And that's a whole rundown of Ben's kit.